Yo, welcome back to New Entry Wrestling. I am your host Ian. I'm here to talk about, let's talk wrestling basically. And yeah, so I'm gonna start off with AEW Dynasty. And here's my rate for the show. I'm gonna go down the list. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, and 10 out of 10. AEW Dynasty was actually a fantastic show. The opening match was Okada versus Pac, and it was a great opening match. Tony Khan made a good call making this to open up the show, because if it was later on the card, I probably would have not been able to enjoy the rest of the show. Then the House of Black faced Adam Coleman, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe in a fun 6-man tag team match. Willow is the new AEW TBS World Champion, or AEW TBS Champion, where she defeated Julia Hart. Robert Strong and Kylie O'Reilly, they had a really good match, a back and forth technical match. My only issue was it's not really an issue. It was Adam Cole came out after his match, so he's healed, he's better, he's 100%. I feel like we're probably going to see him wrestle sooner than later, or wait till Double or Nothing. I feel like that will probably be the best bet, or Forbidden Door. I forgot which pay-per-view is next. But I feel like on a pay-per-view would be the best choice for Adam Cole to make his in-ring return. But I feel like there was nothing of it, because like Kylie O'Reilly just left. Nothing happened. It was just like, all right, cool. Thanks for this great match, and that was it. It's like they're not building up anything to it. Chris Jericho versus Hook, great match. FTR rules. Chris Jericho became the new FTW champion. The only issue is people were chanting for Chris Jericho to retire. Nothing wrong. I mean, I'm not saying Chris Jericho should retire, but it's like, does he need another title run? Like, is he gonna drop it back to Hook? Because it's not. Hook has been champion for way over like 200 days, I believe, and it's like he doesn't need Chris Jericho to help. Like, he doesn't need to beat Chris Jericho for the FTW, a title that he's already been holding. You know, that's his dad's title. Now, if it was the TNT title or the international title, sure, that would mean something more than just winning back a title from Chris Jericho. Timeless Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa was a fun match. I thought the match was a little too long, but with the build-up, it kind of made sense. It needed a long time for this match. Unlike the TBS title, it had a decent build-up. It actually had a good build-up, but the match was like 5 minutes long. Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson had a classic 10 out of 10 5-star match in my book. Back and forth, great storytelling from Bryan Danielson. It was more like he was trying to be like, I know what you're trying to do, but like, let's bring it back down here and like fight in my level to build you up for all these great moves in your spots. Daniel Bryan did take a Tiger Driver, landed on his shoulder, and also there was a few moments during that match where he landed on his head after he tried to do Frankensteiner when Will Ospreay landed on his feet. Shout out to that ref for not checking out on Bryan Danielson. You AEW referees, they suck. They don't know how to be referees. I don't care. They really don't. They do not. I don't know. Bryan Danielson was seriously hurt, injured, kayfabe. My issue was, why did not the ref use the X mark? Why were people carrying Bryan Danielson? If he hurt his shoulder and his neck, why are they picking him up and carrying him to the locker rooms, to the back, whatever? I don't know. I really hope it's kayfabe. If he is serious hurt, That's just crazy. And I feel like he is hurt just because Will Ospreay is still there. He was still in the ring trying to figure out what's going on. So anyways, oh, and also Tony Khan, you know, again, it's like, it's more of like, if he is hurt, why didn't Tony Khan come out and check on Bryan Danielson? He'll come out and say, hey guys, I fired CM Punk, but he can't go out there to check on Bryan Danielson to see if he's okay. Alright, cool. Anyways, the Young Bucks versus FTR to determine the vacate AEW World Tag Team titles. The title's been vacated since Sting and Darby Allin had to relinquish the title because of Sting's retirement. The Young Bucks and FTR had a good back and forth match in this ladder match. I really truly enjoyed it. It was difficult to give them my full attention just because I was burned out with the Will Ospreay match. So, and it took a while for me to like get into this match. It finally happened. Once it finally happened, you know, getting to that point, that's when Jack Perry shows up, where I was kind of like, oh, all right, cool. And, you know, the Young Bucks won the tag team titles, and it was like, oh, all right. It kind of makes sense because I felt like if they're gonna win, I mean, you can't really win clean in a ladder match, but if you are not going to have any interference, then I feel like FTR should get the W. But with this way, where them going over, they needed Jack Perry. They needed somebody to interfere, and Jack Perry obviously is the only one that makes sense for him to come back and cost FTR the match. I hope this builds up to something, you know, but where to be honest, where are they gonna go from here? Because FTR are a tag team. The Young Bucks, I mean, are we gonna get the Young Bucks and FTR again? Jack Perry get a feud with them. Jack Perry needs a tag team partner to feud with them. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but regardless, it was a great match. And the main event, I got another 10 out of 10. Swerve versus Samoa Joe. Swerve. This match, honestly, great storytelling in the ring. His entrance, Swerve's entrance, coming out like, oh my gosh, why am I throwing the Black Panther and the whole Kobe? Like, bro, his entrance was amazing. I wish Samoa Joe would have had like a pretty cool entrance as well. I feel like, you know, this was a big match, and Swerve, to be honest, he deserves this moment, and finally he became AEW World Champion. And Samoa Joe was the right person for Swerve to face and take the title, because everything in because you know, AEW is the fans for wrestling people, or the fans that just watch AEW and don't care about WWE, or the old school Ring of Honor fans. And I'm one of those old school Ring of Honors and TNA fans, so that's why I love AEW. But with that, Samoa Joe, in my opinion, is one of the best. Everything that he accomplished in Ring of Honor, TNA, you know, he faced guys like Sting, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Bobby Lashley, Rhino, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. You know, he never faced John Cena, but he shared the ring with John Cena. Actually, he faced John Cena before John Cena became John Cena. But anyway, Samoa Joe faced all these great legends and big names that, to me personally, if Swerve was going to become world champion, Samoa Joe is the guy for him to put him over. I'm not, like, I don't even think if MJF was still world champion, I don't even think Swerve taking the title off MJF would have meant anything. But Samoa Joe, I feel like that would take him to another level, and I truly hope it really does. And you know, he made it this far. He became world champion without going on Twitter and complaining, so he's gonna be all right going forward. He's probably most likely going to main event All In this year. Anyways, overall show, I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10. Though AEW Dynasty was a fantastic show, that wasn't the only show. TNA Wrestling Rebellion was a fantastic show as well. We have the returning of the Broken. Yes, Matt Hardy returning after Moose, his match against Nick Mimith for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. After the match, Matt Hardy made his return and hit him with the twist of fate. It looks like he's going to go after the World Heavyweight Championship. Looking forward to that. Sami Callihan made his return as well. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And now we did not just got one, not two, but 3 returns that I know of. Santana made his return as well, where he faced Steve Macklin. So TNA Wrestling is gonna look like the cards stacking up a little bit. They're trying to build up something. I don't know what, but hey, keep it coming. Also announced that Slammiversary is going to be in Canada. That's a bummer. I was actually looking forward to try to go this year for Slammiversary. This past Monday Night Raw, Becky Lynch is the new Women's World Heavyweight Champion, where she won a Battle Royal. The last 2 women were herself and Liv Morgan. It was truly obvious who was going to win, and obviously we were all right. I was really hoping Liv Morgan to get the W, but it looks like we're going to get Becky versus Liv Morgan at Backlash. There's a chance Nia Jax may be involved, but who knows for that part. Also, it looks like there's some issues with Judgment Day. This past Monday Night Raw, Judgment Day was actually not the only faction that was having issue in Premium. Gunther's group, I guess they kicked the other guy out. I forgot his name. There's also issues with DIY. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano had a fantastic match against Awesome Truth for the Tag Team Raw titles. And after the match, Tommaso Ciampa walked out, did not want to shake their hands. Damian Priest, on the other hand, he basically told JD and Dominic Mysterio that he does not need them. They need him. So it looks like Judgment Day is going to disband, which is a bittersweet, because I'm actually hoping to see Damian Priest versus Finn Balor in the near future. But it just sucks that they're gonna disband Judgment Day. I really was hoping they could. I feel like they could have gone with this for like another 6 months to a year. Judgment Day is one of those factions that doesn't need to disband. It could have been like, hey, you know what? We're all cool. We're all homies still. You guys do your own thing, and I'll do my own thing. You know, I feel like that's what they could have done. There's no need to stab each other in the back, especially in that kind of group. So anyways, I really hope they don't disband. I hope they work their difference out. But hey, unless, you know, it seems like Dominic Mysterio is going to be joining forces with Santos Escobar. And I don't know what's going to happen with JD and Finn Balor. But anyways, this wraps up this episode. So yeah, appreciate for letting me talk wrestling. Until next time, I'm out. Doo-doo-doo!